Good morning, everyone. Our topic is sustainable technologies for packaging applications. My name is Ullas, and my teammates are Vikas Arya, Rohit K, Vikas Sinha. Now we'll go with the abstract. Plastic is a major substance that contributes nearly 40% of the entire pollution worldwide and possesses a serious threat to all sort of organisms and risk to their health conditions. The foremost conception is to implement sustainable technologies to replace plastic and its products, which helps in getting rid of plastic entirely on a daily basis and also preventing affecting the environment and polluting it. The product can be achieved naturally by using leaves with the help of various machining techniques by using alternatives and securing it. This product is also biodegradable, which makes it hassle free. Unlike the toxic plastics, as it can be gotten rid of easily. Endurable single-use product can achieve helps in eliminating the pollution content by a huge factor and also stabilize the ecosystem. Hence, this product could be an ideal solution for the undesirable pollutant plastic. Next, we'll go to the objective. The main objective is to target overall plastic pollution globally and to find a replaceable single use alternative for the same in order to reduce the overall pollution caused by use of plastics. The product is biodegradable and releases valuable nutrients into the soil, adding to the growth of trees and plants, this being the prime solution to the toxins introduced to the soil by plastic consumption. The product mainly highlights the replaceable solution of single use plastic paper products majorly used for the consumption of water and other beverages. The production of such bottles and straws are also contributes in plantation of trees as their leaves are the main substance essential for the production and helps in introducing a fair and eco-friendly solution to the harmful plastic usage. Eliminating the use of plastic over products overall by 16 to 18%, ensuring the global growth and sustain the food chain and also helping in making environment plastic free.
So let's come to the methodology involved in this process. So first of all, the dry leaves are split into required dimension and cleaned and then soaked into water for the specific period of time, depending on the variation of thickness. Later, the leaves are placed manually into the molds, which in generally are made of mild steel and welded with clamps, and then tightened by the means of nut and bolts, provided a equal pressure around 1,200 Newton. The entire setup is then positioned directly into the Bunsen burner, and we have to set the flame. We have to set a constant flame around 140 to 160 centigrade. After some time, around 5 to 6 minutes, we have to take out the setup from the Bunsen burner and keep the setup to be cooled down into the room temperature so that the leaf can take the desirable shape of the mold. So all the different parts of the bottle are produced by the same described process. The joining process of different parts is carried out with food grade adhesive that ultimately provides the sealing action and also also gives the strength to entire structure. The adhesive is being applied on the alternate edge of the obtained structure. The assembled product is kept for a time which allows the adhesive to achieve the firm link. So as you can see in the screen, the leaves are soaked into the water. After 15 to 10 minutes, we have to take out the leaves from the water, and then we have to keep the leaves inside the mold. After applying the pressure, we have to heat in constant flame. So as you can see in the screen, we have applied 140 to 160 centigrade pressure or temperature. So, so the list of hardware and software we used. So we have used a SolidWorks software to design a portal or perfect portal design, and the hardware items are used. The thermocouple is used to find the exact temperature, which can be used to make the Areca portal, and the load cells are also used to measure the constant pressure, which can be applied to get the final output.
Moving on to the results and discussions. After many attempts of changing the temperature and time of the molds with the heated press, we have achieved the following results. The temperature and pressure need to be constant as mentioned in the table, but for the time taken for each mold, it differs. From these results, we have achieved the following properties are obtained from the bottles of the part. Texture obtained is not elastic in nature. The heat treatments allows the secure the fluid properly. Having zero moisture content in the product will have the capability of ensuring its removal. The These following results have to be properly followed to obtain the desired hardness, texture, and the required dimension of our bottles. Next, like by following the values obtained in the previous slide, we have, as you can see in the photos being displayed, we have achieved we have achieved very good results for our different parts of the bottle. The present study and results demonstrated confirm the areca leaf requires the proper temperature and pressure with respect to the time in order to obtain the right hardness and the proper size of the molds. Next, the specifications of the die. As you can see, the inner mold and the outer mold are two separate pieces in between which the leaf will be added and then tightened up before being placed onto the heated press for further process. The dimensions of the molds as are being displayed right now. The total length of the bottle is being around 240 mm in length. The bottom part will be around 40 mm. The middle cylinder, which is the main part, will be around 130 mm. The top cone or the top part will be 65 mm in length.
Okay, coming to societal relevance, as everyone in nowadays are aware of the pollution that has been created by our ignorance, pollution such as air, water, and moreover in this project that we are targeting is plastic pollution. So coming to the production, as we can see in the graph, there are many sectors that contains that or that produces plastic to various extent. Coming to industry, then domestic, and then we have social. So by this graph, we can observe that the amount of plastic that has been created annually by any sector. As we can see, the amount of plastic production, or we can see the plastic bottle production for single use consumption is more in industries than domestic than social. Hmm.
Start.
Coming to conclusion and future scope, as we can see, what we can get from this experiment of producing a bio bottle without much efforts is of much importance. So a disposable product that can be achieved without having any issue can be used as manure in organic farming. And manure in organic farming can be done in various methods like uh, earthworm manuring and many other ways. So this overall helps the soil growth and improves the soil fertility. There are many significant benefits for the people as well as the environment, such as low cost, easy to dispose, zero waste. So if we throw this bottle also in the waste, it cannot pollute the environment as compared to other plastic bottle that has been polluting since now. So the last slide that we have on this presentation is comments and so commercialization of the project for the targeted users. So targeted users can be of various sectors. For single term serving, this can be divided into two major sectors. One is major industries that uses a plastic bottle for single serving consumption of any cardamom or soda cans or something. And the second one is social gathering, social or religious gathering that happen in our country like India much often. So by commercializing, this can encourage people self-relevant and to generate indigenous resources to meet their problems. This can be done by awareing people the need of protecting their environment and how they can generate resources that can help them to achieve this goal. And the last one is commercialization of this product can be helped targeting mostly rural sectors of the area, because in rural sectors, mostly people are unaware of the societal influence that has been created on the environment. So by giving them such kind of responsibility that can be done without any much efforts can be a major target, and they can do it without utilizing much resources. As we are targeting mainly the rural sector of the operation, the consumption time for making the product will be less, as the resources are very limited and the production does not require much work on it. The work mainly consists of making the structure in the molds that we have done. So the production process will be very different of what we have described here, and that can be of optimum resources. Producing the efficiency of the product availability, uh, that will end up increasing the productivity and provides more job to the people who is working and who is contributing to this work. Thank you very much.